Well, I just finished racing Gorgeous Package in Freedom Hill, and I am off until the 10th race. I thought I would take this time to do some videos. Now, Amy will not be able to do the opening with me this week. She is in... I got my vest on. That's fine. She is in Ontario until Monday, I believe. So I'm going to run through the racehorses now. Admiral Dio is in the sale on Monday. Listen, I like Admiral Dio, but when I see Blue Ventura's class going in 52, and a great question from Johnny the other day saying, why isn't Blue Ventura in the sale? Well, Blue Ventura can pace 52, 53. You know, he's racing a lot. One of these times they're going to have to give him a couple weeks off. He races a lot, and he's been racing very good all summer. And there's no indication, just because they went in 52 and 4 one night, for the most part, they go around 54. And I don't think that it's going to really heat up throughout the summer, right? I don't believe so anyway. I think it's a good spot for Blue Ventura to win, but obviously, quietly, I assess and reassess every horse and every class afterwards. I just do not believe that Blue Ventura is going to be outmatched for the majority of the summer in that class, and he deserves to be in that class. So he's a useful horse. The other horse, not that he's not useful, he's not as handy as Blue Ventura, a little more moody and not quite as fast, but he's a nice horse. I just think he's going to struggle the next class up, right? He's got one more win in that class, and he's been beat his last two kind of by races where he could have won. He just didn't quite get it done, got picked off his last start, and the start that I drove him to, I think. I think it's time, right? It's time. And I've been bidding on horses too. When I put these horses in the sale, I really believe that I would have one or two horses purchased by now, but I think a lot of the barns are quietly going through the same thing where they just wanted to pick up a couple, just haven't got them yet. So a lot of people are kind of in the same boat. It doesn't mean that I'm going to overpay for any of the horses. There's going to be, and there is right now, 4 or 5 horses online right now. I know. 4 or 5 right now that are interesting and that we're watching, aside from the couple that we get outbid on. Now, Drebin, same type of thing. I told you guys we'd like to have him ready for the first part, or middle of September, something like that. Let me see. Well, there's no reason that this horse can't be... I know we're going to x-ray him. It's going to be clean, so he can start going. He's been swimming the whole time, so he can start back jogging anytime, I'm sure. Tenacious Hanover. I thought he would have to come... Here, throw this out, Dave. Here, throw this out. Don't be leaving garbage. No, throw it out right now. Outsky. Where'd you put mine?
I didn't touch them.
Yeah, yes, you did, and you better be able to find them.
Car.
I don't care where they were.
I
don't care what... Well, no, I'm going to ask you because you borrowed them. Tenacious Hanover, I thought he would need to come back over here for some help, but as it turned out, Tim said he was fine. He thought he was manageable. You borrowed them, you get them. End of story. There'll be no other talk about it.
There will, because Mom knows where they are.
Then you ask them.
Been here in a week.
I don't care. Then nobody's had them in a week. You're the last person to touch them.
No, Mom definitely did.
Hey, what'd I just tell you? Behave yourself and find the earphones. Time is on my side. Trained this morning and trained good. He'll be Indigo next week. So he skipped out Brower with him. He bled a little bit his last start. He was raced pretty hard. Out and moving. It was the right drive. Just didn't work out that night. So he is a graduate final. And then we have the Houghton, and then he's off to Southern Ohio, then the Breeders' Crown. That's where he's going. Save America week off, as we said we would. He'll be racing his next start, I believe, in Truro, Nova Scotia.
Don't run over that cat.
Do you think I just drive around looking to run over cats? I'm just waiting for a cat to run over? If that cat is too stupid to get out of this car going 8 miles an hour, then that's on that cat, not on me. Spitfire Overseas, full of mucus last night. Showed a little bit of blood, but I'm not really worried about that. That would be on the low to moderate side, considering what they saw in there, which was odd because after the race, I thought he had bled the way he'd raced. I think the blood was incidental. That had really nothing to do with his performance. It was more a byproduct of the race itself. What was in there was a lot of mucus, but was so weird. There was none in his nose. I looked at him right after the race and again before I left. No mucus in his nose, and he didn't seem overly taxed. Like you would think a horse that their respiratory system was taxed by a lot of mucus, that he'd blowing and blowing. Not him. He wasn't. Just weird. So we got to clean him up and get him back in to go. Texong Soprano, different kind of flat last night. Megan said he's been battling some sort of allergy or something that's bothering him. And then again, when you take a horse that maybe isn't on the top of his game off the gate because he drew the outside, you're going to get a ho-hum performance, and that's kind of what you got. It's nobody's fault. It's just the way that it is. Greatest ending race is tomorrow. He is trained up tight, but he is off a month. We had to give him the time when he blew that quarter crack, and I think we did the right thing. Jason said he's sound sharp coming into tomorrow night's race. JK Victory, a lot of debate this week where we're going, especially Jim, a good buddy of mine, Jim, one of my partners on JK Victory. You know, would it be beneficial to give him a few weeks off and then start him back at the Meadows, race him through the classes there where he's going to race for as much or more money and be a factor, as opposed to Ontario where it seems like he's drifting down towards the bottom and still not a factor, at least on the odds boards. On the odds board, I think that's a fair argument. I think I can't refute that. So that may be what happens. And I'm a little frustrated. I know Minnesota was brought up also. I told you guys I don't want to move them just to move them, but it's quite a bit different when we have to, right? When things just aren't working out. It's one thing to wait for things to come around, but when they're not working out, well, it's a different story. Looks like money a little flat last night. What would I say? It's the speed, the competition, and the heat. Yeah, I think that's probably exactly what it was. Neptune races tomorrow. He's growing on me. Slowly growing on me, this horse. He raced better again his last start. Rock Shining Stars in tonight at Mohawk. He should do well tonight, I would imagine. 3 Point Blue Chip raced good. I just could not put him into the race when I had to put him into the race. Just past the quarter pole. I just wasn't going to get him moving there. What I should have done, I thought I put him in a great spot, but I was a little bit wrong. I should have let Chris in front of me and been third over. I could have taken my time to be third over rather than kind of be rushed into second over. I think if I'm third over, I'm 1-2 last night, and he'll be very good his next start. I'm sure of that. Trosa's off for a little while. You guys know that. Yo Mister will be racing. I may have misspoke. Stacy wanted to give him a couple weeks off. She's bringing him back in Tuesday or Wednesday. If that's the case, he's likely is not going to race next week. Just so you know, he'll be back the week after that and racing full-time thereafter. We get Delicious Stone, who's finally found his best stride in a good class. Really, that's all we need, right? We have horses that are struggling a little bit. All we really need is the right class. And that's what we found with Delicious Stone. Optional 15,000 claimer at Georgian Downs. He's in there again. Likely pick first or second this week. A good spot for him to be in. And I'm very, very happy that we found a spot for him. Patrick De Piranha, a little tough the other day, right? 11,000 class. Thought he raced well to be fifth. Pace, what, 51, something like that. I thought the horse raced well. You know what? I'm all done the racehorse. I'm going to go get some ice cream. There's an ice cream place right down the street. I don't have to race again until the 10th race, and then I'm done for the entire day at the 10th race. Ava and I went to see F1 today, the race car movie. Very good.
I liked it.
It was much better. I thought it would be good, right? Brad Pitt, I thought it'd be a good movie. Better. It exceeded my expectations. Very happy with F1 today. So, those are your racehorses. I'll be back with the 3-year-olds in a bit. Maybe knock out the 2-year-olds also and do the opening tomorrow, I think. Back with the 3-year-olds in just a bit.